So yesterday night I had a pretty nice dream. It was very, very interesting. It had like three different sections to it. But one of the sections was really interesting. And it was when I ate lizard sashimi. Um, and so basically, uh, lizard sashimi is, if you guys don't know what sashimi is, it's like raw fish. It's like sushi, except just the fish, right? It's just like pure raw salmon or raw tuna. They have a lot of sushi places. But I don't think I've heard of anyone ever eating lizard, let alone raw, right? That's what sashimi is, sliced raw lizard. Gosh. So I was very confused how this appeared in my dream. But basically, to set the scene, I was in my grandma's house in China, right? And so I'm going to China soon, so that's probably why it was there. But I was in my grandma's house in China, and then there were these like Japanese guests that came over and were presenting like dishes for us for some reason in like the main dining room. But the dining room was sloped, so we were sitting on the floor, but it was sloped, and so I had to keep trying to sit up straight because like the people were like, "Oh, you have to sit up straight. You know, it's very rude not to sit up straight." And I was like, "Oh, oops." But it was kind of hard because the whole floor was tilted at like a 45-degree angle. So I had to like work to like, my butt was tilted and I had to sit up straight. It was so strange. And so after that, the first course they served was like this type of plant. Now first they brought out the wrong plant, and it was like a Venus flytrap. And I almost spit off my hand. But then they brought out the right plant. I think there's a course before that as well. I don't remember, but this is the course I do remember. And it was just a bunch of like flowers, like very decorative, like flower, like orchid kind of thing. And so they cut apart this orchid, and then they gave me, and I think my mom and my brother were there, each an orchid to eat. And then it tasted okay, a bit flavorless, but it was okay. And then finally it was the final course, and it was just like, it's like a charcuterie board. It was a charcuterie board, and on it was a bunch of random like sashimi stuff. And included on it, within all the sashimi stuff, there was lizard sashimi. And so I was like, oh, I don't want to try that. That sounds, and like it smelled really bad too. And so I didn't really want to try it. But like I was like, you know, after I finished all, because there were a bunch of other really good stuff. Like I think like there's like some like Chinese stir-fry dishes on the charcuterie board that I wanted to try too. And so I was like, oh yeah, let me eat these first, and then I'll try like a piece or two of the lizard sashimi at the end. Right? And so I finished all that. But then, like for some reason, I didn't realize, but by the time I finished eating everything, the lizard sashimi was gone. Everyone else had eaten it already. And I didn't even get to try a piece. So I was very mad. I was not that mad. I was just a bit disappointed. I was like, oh man, I really want to see how lizard sashimi tasted. And so after that, like I was like, oh, I feel like I'm waking up. Like I knew I was in a dream. So like lucid dreaming does require I kind of knew it was a dream. I don't know. It was weird. But I realized I was waking up. I'm like, oh guys, I think I'm waking up. It was nice sharing this dream with you guys. Sharing this meal. Thank you for preparing this lizard sashimi. Sorry I didn't get to taste it, but see you guys. And then I just woke up in my bed like immediately after, almost on the dot at like 11. It was kind of crazy. And so I woke up and I was like, wow, not bad. It's probably one of the more like normal but bizarre dreams I've had, because it was lizard sashimi. I don't know where my mind made that up. I think partially it's because I had really bad breath in the morning, and this is because I got a nasal cautery, which means I can't really breathe through my nose, so I have to breathe through my mouth, which means I have bad breath. And so that means like I could like taste a fishy-ish smell in my mouth, which led me to like smell the fish and make the like what's it called, lizard sashimi. It was more of like a chameleon. They pulled out the liver of the chameleon right in front of me. Chameleon or lizard or whatever. I was like, what are you doing with the lizard? I'm like, well, making a sashimi. I'm like, what? Yeah. Oh. Yeah. That was one of the many dreams I had. They're all very, very like interesting. But that's how I ate lizard sashimi, I guess. I mean, I searched it up right after. Like, with the dreams, if you write it down after, right after you wake up is very important. You have to write them down right after you wake up, or else you forget them. So I wrote all of this down right after I woke up. Because I want to like try and remember more dreams and try and explore dreaming a bit more. What was I saying? Oh yeah, right after I woke up, I was like, where did I get this lizard sashimi thing? So I searched it right up. I searched lizard sashimi, and then nothing popped up. So I was just like, oh, yeah. Guess I won't be trying lizard sashimi in real life. Anyways, like this is probably the most obscure video, the most random video I have made on this channel. Actually, there's a lot more random ones, but it's up there in terms of random ones, and like the title of it, probably no one's gonna search. So if you're here, maybe you're from recommended, maybe you're a long time viewer. Thank you guys for watching even this silly video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If not, it's okay. If you did, that's great. Leave a like, subscribe, comment your thoughts, and yeah, sweet dreams, have a nice day, whatever, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.